Hi, today I'd like to show you how I approached Project Life, or Project 365, with a traditional scrapbooking approach. The idea behind Project 365 or Project Life is to take a photo every day and to scrapbook them. Most people do them in an arrangement where all of the 4x6 photos are placed into pockets with journaling cards. I prefer to do mine as more traditional scrapbooking because I like the artistic quality of traditional scrapbooking, and frankly I was afraid I would get bored if I tried to do it the other way. So I took my pictures and then I scrapbooked them. Sometimes all the pictures for 1 week on one page, sometimes double page spreads, sometimes I even did 1 month per page. Let me give you a tour of a few of the pages that I did when I did this project in 2010 and tell you a little bit about my plans and how you can join me in 2013. Many of the weeks I took pictures and then captured all of the pictures on one page. I found often that the pictures for a particular week would share a particular theme. In this case, in early January, our thoughts turned to diet and exercise, or lack thereof, and so all of the photos on this page have to do with one or the other, and I used a recipe card theme to capture the activities for the week. Again, a more themed page, but this time a digital layout. Most of my scrapbooking is traditional, but occasionally I do a digi layout, and this one had to do with everything being bright, about windows, about the jewelry, my mother receiving a piece of jewelry she'd ordered in the mail, various different things that I could pull out in a theme. On another week, I focused on my husband, because it seemed like he was doing a lot of things that week to help everybody. And so I did a My Hero page, and I included many of the photographs, this time in pockets, instead of having them spread out all over the layout. And there again I could pull in a lot of stamps and some of the artistic qualities of scrapbooking. Other times my week would be spread out over multiple pages. This particular week didn't have one particular theme. I used the title In and Out because we were around the house some and we were out with friends as well. Then I did a layout where I did 2 weeks on a double page spread. So I just took all the photos from 2 weeks, printed them in a very small format, and they were in a wide variety of topics, and used the title The Daily Grind. Sometimes things got really busy and I just had to put a month, or in this case most of a month, on one page. We had a family wedding at the end of the month and I really didn't have time to get a bunch of different pages done. So I just used a lot of small pictures, printed them in strips on my own printer, and did a little bit of journaling to capture April. You don't always have to write a lot. It's mainly to be able to capture what you can about a particular time in your life. The same thing seemed to have happened in May, and here's another digital layout where I took photos of a lot of the flowers in our garden as well as hikes and things that we went on. Because this was traditional scrapbooking, I did traditional layouts as well. I did layouts about travel. So this was a 2-page layout about one subject, but I still put it in the same album. And then when we went on longer trips, I did my pages like I might normally do about a vacation and included those in this album. You could of course include those in a separate album, but this was my 2010 year, so everything except the family wedding went into this one album. Sometimes I would have a page about a particular everyday event. In this case, my husband fixing my washing machine right after its warranty expired. And so we had a number of photographs just about that one little event. Not everything is something you want to capture and in great detail, and the month of November in this particular year was like that. Everything seemed to go wrong. But I captured that whole concept under one page with a few photos and a little bit of journaling hidden in a pocket. And then pick back up with more pleasant things like Christmas and even somewhat pleasant or unpleasant things like the cold weather. So this is the way I did Project 365. I took my photos every day and I did them either one page per activity, one page per week, one page for every 2 weeks, or gathered several weeks together on 1 or 2 pages. My plans for the coming year are to go back and do this project again for 2013 by taking the photos. This time though, I'm going to share my process as I go along. Many of these pages are on my blog, and I'll provide links for how to get started in looking at them if you would like to see them in more detail. But I plan to do a video per week in the coming year, and many of those videos will be about pages from our everyday life, and I'll show you how I'm taking my photograph per day and utilizing them on the pages, whether it's a bunch of photos on one page or a page devoted to one particular topic. I hope you'll join me, and the links for my blog and my YouTube channel are provided. I look forward to sharing this experience with you. If you have questions or comments, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thanks.